Look, this is the best time to start a faceless YouTube channel. Sounds like complete BS, I know, but YouTube is now promoting small channels thanks to their new algorithm. Today I'm going to explain exactly how to start your faceless channel using AI and your fantastic human brain. Channels like this one, which is completely faceless, or this one, which was just started, or this channel, which was also just started, but they're all going viral, new faceless channels. Now, I can only say that because I've actually done it myself on faceless channels and my personal brand that you're watching right now. And so let's address the elephant in the room. This is not going to be one of those quick business, easy, blah, blah, blah. It will take hard work. It's a real business, but I'll tell you a story. I've tried so many different business models when I was trying to quit my job and do my own thing online. But it was actually freaking impossible. I tried drop shipping, failed and lost all the money I'd spent. I tried trading, lost all my money there too. I've done it all. But here's the thing. Most businesses are either pretty risky, they require a lot of capital to start, or you need like a decade of experience, or build a massive team, and that's why it's so hard. Most regular people are kind of doomed to fail if you're busy and, you have a job. YouTube is actually the opposite, and I found it by accident, and a very lucky one. Because I had no money to invest or risk, I had no unique skills, and I needed something I could start part-time, eventually replacing my job in the process. But why YouTube? Well, YouTube is kind of like the largest, video platform ever, and it's growing every single day. And a person can now create videos with a minimal budget and time. They can post these videos on YouTube, get views, and get paid for the videos, and turn it into a real business without showing their faces. And now with the help of AI nowadays too. And so that literally cuts out every barrier. You don't need to have a store, capital to invest, a big team, prior skills, be famous. All that's gone. So I saw this and I went, wow, this is, pretty interesting. Let's give it a try. And that was the best decision I ever made. Now, long story short, I failed on multiple channels over and over, but eventually got it working. And I'm very grateful for YouTube now, as it's allowed me to travel and visit a bunch of cool places and just run a really lean, stress-free, fun business that I'm going to show you how to do today. So it all starts with the niche. And now the secret behind channels that succeed isn't that fancy. It's actually just the niche they operate in. So how do you pick a niche? You don't need to, and you shouldn't magically think of your niche in the shower. You want to start something you know is already going to work because it's already been proven to get views on YouTube. You can try and experiment later, but if you need to get this up and running quickly, the best way is to model what already works. So here's what I do. I set up a new profile on YouTube where I only watch faceless content, kind of like a research account, basically. And that new account and their algorithm is going to be trained very quickly to show you more faceless channels. Because on your regular channel that you're watching this on, you never even see most of the opportunities, the channels out there, because your algorithm is actually hiding it. And so when it comes to actually picking a niche, once you have this set up, I use a formula called HWR, which stands for health, wealth, and relationships. And so I try to pick a niche within those three categories because they pay better, have plenty of untapped opportunities, and are more sustainable long term. There are a whole bunch of tactics you can use to research, but guys, set this up and I guarantee that you'll find so many good niches quicker. So now, how do you actually make videos? I mean, that's an important step to produce anything on your channel, right? I look at it as kind of a trifecta. We have the topic, which is the video itself, like what video you'll be making. We have the production side, which is how you take your topic and generate it into a video. And we have the packaging side, which is the thumbnail, the title, and more. That kind of sits on the outside, packaging your video. Now, the topic is by far, from experience and honestly just from results, the most important piece on YouTube. You can make a great video on a topic that nobody cares about and get no views, of course, because it doesn't matter how great you make it, nobody cares. Or you can even make a decent video on a hot topic and still go pretty viral. So let's start with topics. What I do personally is I go out there once I've decided on a niche and I explore and see what topics and videos people are watching in my niche. Now, there are a whole bunch of tools you can use for this that can make it much more efficient Doesn't really matter which one you use, but what matters is that I model these and I create better videos on my own channel. It's not about copying, but rather about modeling what already works, because we already know that people like that style of video and that specific topic. There's interest, demand for that topic. But I go one step beyond that and I actually look at other niches and what formats are working in other niches. Then I simply bring it over to my own niche, letting me take a proven video title, a thumbnail, a topic, etc. that's not been used in my niche over to my own niche and make a video where it's still fresh. That way I have two successful ways of finding video topics without relying on luck or just playing a guessing game, because that's not a good game to play. Now, when it comes to production and packaging, there are so many ways to produce videos and make thumbnails, especially faceless. I highly recommend using AI tools. We have a lot of them right now that can help you make it much easier. We also have animation software, we have editors, all depending on your budget or your lack of budget. That's completely fine too. There are niches where you can create content for a very low budget, and niches that cost a little bit more to create content. Of course, depending on the niche, a lot of opportunities regardless. We have more opportunities than ever before that did not exist just a few years ago, which is why I keep reminding people that yes, YouTube is a little bit more competitive, but it's also a much bigger platform than ever before. And if you're not starting a channel now in the age of AI, I mean, there's no better time. But a quick disclaimer about AI to kind of address the elephant in the room, which is we have to talk about it. How should you use it and how should you not use it? AI is very helpful both in research, scripting, production, and packaging, allowing me to do it for a lower cost and faster. But it still has to be used the right way while adding human touch to your videos so that your videos feel authentic and not like AI slop. For example, when it comes to AI voices, that can be used, but there are certain things to consider and there are certain voices to avoid to keep your channel secure and monetized. That's because YouTube systems may detect certain things as being AI or being AI slop, even when you are, allowed to use them in the general sense. I talk more about the AI guidelines and monetization and all that stuff in another video, which I'll leave at the end. Don't worry about that now. Now, how long does it take to actually get monetized on YouTube? It depends. Now, I've seen creators do it in a week in rare cases. Others take a little bit longer, but I would ask a different question. I don't really like to rely on just AdSense when I pick a niche and start a channel, and I'll explain why. Once you have a channel, there are so many different ways that you can monetize your audience and your channel, like affiliates, sponsors, selling products, that basically let you start monetizing on day one. And you'll also have more streams of income from that YouTube channel you own, which is safer and much better and much more fun as well. But the crazy thing is, most people only think about YouTube CPM or RPM, basically revenue per thousand views on your channel, whereas in reality, the only thing that actually matters is going to be your true RPM, which combines all the income streams together from your channel, whether it's sponsorships or YouTube itself. And for most channels, when you consider your true RPM of all your different sources of income, that is usually significantly more than what the RPM on YouTube says, which is why I always consider other monetization sources of a niche and not just YouTube RPM itself. Now, I want to cover a couple of questions about YouTube and faceless channels I get asked all the time, including AI stuff and some of the best niches. So question number one, should beginners focus on shorts or long form? Definitely start with long form. Shorts get more views, yes, but that doesn't translate into revenue or into a sustainable channel/business. Long form has so much greater potential for building a real audience and monetizing your content. What niches do you see work best in 2026? There are thousands of niches that work in 2026, which you can see when you explore with different tools. And I see channels blowing up all the time from scratch. But from experience, I recommend starting with high RPM niches, basically ones with valuable audiences that are easier to monetize, because unless you want to be famous, it's not really about the views or subs, but about revenue. And different niches have drastically different RPM and opportunities to monetize, so I would just pick one where it's easy to monetize from the get-go. Next question. Can you just use AI for everything now? No, it still requires human input. That being said, AI is helpful and it's easier than ever to start a channel than before because of all the tools that we have. I mean, there are parts of it that you can automate and make a lot easier than before. We are seeing creators using new tools a lot, especially faceless channels, and I do think that you should do that. They're definitely winning. Just, of course, keep in mind it has to be human and authentic as well. Now, what are the biggest reasons that faceless channels fail? I would say it's mainly that people give up too soon. They don't really seek help and they stay in their own little bubble doing things on their own, and they kind of give up just before they break through. My last piece of advice is that YouTube is definitely not random, so get help from somebody who's actually done it. I have a completely free training on how to start and monetize a faceless channel from scratch. It's for beginners with case studies and my entire process, which I'll show you for free. Link in the description, or go to ytcell.com/start. I cover it all in the training for free, so if you're interested, sign up and I'll see you there. Good luck with your YouTube journey.